Hello everybody, my name is Tony, and since I am new to LoL, like completely new, I decided why not learn this game alongside you guys and share the things I learn along the way with you. So, as you can see, we're playing Warwick. What's the deal with Warwick? Well, Warwick is a great 1v1 champion. And he basically, like, his entire kit rotates about him being below half health or 25% health, and the enemy being below half health. I'ma go into detail right after I explain why I'm starting on the blue side. So I checked the enemy composition and I saw they have a Yasuo top. And well, knowing the reputation of Yasuo mains, I was like, you know what? Let me start blue and path top. That looks like an easy gank. We're also doing a full clear on Warwick, which is something that's not usually recommended. But since I picked the red little pet for my jungle, I decided, you know what? He does AoE through damage. I can basically go for a full clear. So, again, let's go into some detail about Warwick. His Q. You can tap it for a quick bite. Does some good damage. You can hold it to leap around the enemy. And you'll see why that's pretty important later. Because you can combo it pretty well with your E, which is... First of all, it gives you a lot of armor and magic resist and resistances. And second of all, when it explodes, it fears. So you can Q behind the enemy or in front of them if they're running away from you. Fear them backwards, and at that point they're just easy pickings. His W is, it basically has an active and a passive. His passive is basically he senses enemy champions below 50% HP around the map and gains additional movement speed and attack speed towards them. You'll see that, yeah, like that, when his eyes glow red and he goes all feral mode. His R is a gigantic leap that heals you and stuns the enemy that you hit while also constantly attacking them. It's a great gap closer. And even in some very desperate situations, you can get it to, like, you can use it to get out of stuff, or just turn the tide of battle. Here, I'm doing my full clear, as you can see. I'm just getting my scuttle crab, and I see the Yasuo is super pushed up. So I'm like, hey, I ping my Mordekaiser. I pop my W for the extra movement speed and attack speed. And it's game time. Boom. Now, if you noticed, Mordekaiser disconnected a few times during the early game, which is gonna be super surprising during the end of it. There we get the first blood. The thumbs up from Mord, and I check the map, see if there are any other potential ganks that I can do. Realize there are none. Tried getting to Veigar, but he started backing up just in time. So I decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to spawn because I have a full Tiamat, which is the beginning of our build. I'm pretty sure you'll see it. Yep, right here. We built our Tiamat. 25 AD and attacks deal whatever that means to other enemies within 350 units of range of the attacked hit. Basically does splash AD damage, which is super good for your clears, and well, AD overall is amazing on Warwick. So what do you want to do on this good little dog? First of all, map awareness. Constantly checking your map, seeing how the enemies are positioned, and if they're below half health, just start running. Your movement speed will start ramming up over time. With your W it'll go up even more and you'll just own. Here I tried to gank, but the enemy just ran under their turret, so I'm like, hey, I already walked all this way, so I'm gonna take some minions for my troubles. And also, I believe, yep, we're probably gonna go for the Drake here. Yep, me, Ari, and Yumi. Since again, if you check the map, nothing I can really influence more than the Yasuo are fighting, but then again, can't really make it in time. And since I did gank Mordekaiser earlier, he should be ahead of Yasuo by a decent margin now. Yeah, he already has a level on Yasuo, and but Yasuo has boots and Dorans. I'm pretty sure I die here because I'm stupid. Nah. See, that's decision making. It's not good decision. Well, it is good decision making, but it's the most basic decision making. You check the map. I was at half health, which you would go like, duh. You were 50% health. You're not gonna gank when you're 50% health. But because of Warwick's passive, he gains a lot of healing when he's under 50% health, and then if he's under 25% health, all of that gets amplified by 250%. So you wanna gank. Well, you don't wanna gank when you're at half health, but when you get to half health is when you are at your best, so to say. Basically meaning if you get into a fight and the enemy gets you to like half health before you get them to half health, and just don't panic. You just hit your power spike. There we go again. Map awareness. Looked up, saw Yasuo way out of position, and I'm like, hey, come here. That W was completely unnecessary. I don't know why I didn't pop my W there. Gave him a love tap and went back. Again, do not force ganks. If you force ganks, you make stupid decisions and you die for no reason. If you're leading, you're pretty much giving away your lead for free. Again, check the map. There are some enemies below half health, like the Yasuo, but he's under his turret. Not much I can do there, especially since I'm not level 6 yet. So I decided, like, yeah, let's go for Rift. Why not? I cleared this. Yeah, Ari. I almost said Yumi. Ari comes to try and help me, but I was done by the time she decided to come. I got a Scuttle Crab, and I'm looking topside, and I'm like, you know what? I could drop this on Yasuo's head. So I munch on these. I go check mid. I stood still there for a second because I was checking the map. I pass through mid and then I get a blood scent from Yasuo, so I'm like, oh, okay. Let's go drop the Rift Herald on his Herald. The Rift Herald on his head, and if he doesn't recall or run away, he's dead. So I drop the Herald. Yasuo backs away as he should. He would have died there. Especially because I just got my R, and well, if he didn't run, I would have just jumped on him with my R, and well, not much he could have done there. So me and Mord just chilling, getting some plates. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I go back to farming here because there isn't much on the map. Again, biggest thing, be patient, especially with Warwick. You can get ahead fast, but if you overextend and if you force ganks and stuff like that, you're just gonna give it away for no reason and just feed. Don't overestimate yourself is what I'm saying, basically. We're just here pounding away at the red buff. And if you notice there how Warwick speeds up his attacks, part of that is because I'm running lethal tempo. The other part is he gets attack speed when anything is below half health when he's attacking it. Yumi having some ping issues. Oh no. So I'm picking up a blood scent. I'm not sure from who this was. I'm pretty sure it was the bot lane. If you notice, I'm not ganking bot too much because our bot doesn't really have any CC. But now I see Lux trying to recall, and when Jinx gets her into vision, I'm like, come here. But then of course Kaisa is way closer and my fear slows her down, and nom nom Duggo gets to eat. Again, map awareness. Just know what's happening around you at all times and capitalize on it. Veigar was out of position there, but he had a ward. I did a pretty stupid thing there, missed my R. Well, not a stupid thing. If I hit that R, he was probably dead. Actually, no, he's actually level 9. Damn. Looking at it, actually, I'm the lowest level on the map now. Which is part of the reason I'm playing so passively. As you can see, I'm 101. 0 deaths, 1 assist, and 1 kill. So we decide to go for it. Yumi is pinging us to be careful. I hit level 7. And I get tagged by Lux here, and I make a pretty stupid mistake, I think, pretty soon into this. But again, I decided to not take that fight. Jinx decided to take it, and well, she paid the price. Here she started pinging me like, why didn't you go in? And I'm pretty much told her like, they're camping the turret, nothing much I can do. Here I'm checking the map again. Anytime you see me accidentally stand still is because I'm checking the map. Like here. I'm checking on what Lux and Kaisa are doing.
Red team double kill.
If you notice, those two ganks got the Mord who was DC'd for the good part of the early game. Pretty well ahead. Of course, part of it is he's playing extremely well, and the other part of it is, well, he got some help. Here, I'm pretty sure I die. Yep. I think this is the part where I die. I decide to turn around and like look for an opportunity. And I'm pretty sure I get stunned and just die. Yep, stunned and death. Whoops, hit my mic, hope you didn't hear that. So what was the problem there? I overstayed. They knew I was there the entire time, and well, without your movement speed built up, you're kinda a sitting duck. A surprise factor is a big part of Warwick's kit, of course. The second part is once you get ahead and like get a few kills, get a few items, your sustain and insane 1v1 potential.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Here again, I checked the state of the map. Nothing fun was happening anywhere. If there was somebody at low health, they are pretty close to their turret. I can't really make it in time, and if I do make it in time, they're just gonna flash under their turret. But I see him here and I'm like, come here. You don't get to gank my mid lane just like that. Again, I'm not scared. I pop my E for the extra resistances, sustain everything they're doing to me, and just brawl them to death. Our Mord is so far ahead at this point. He's level 12 already. So once again, as you can see, I'm just pacing around doing nothing because I can't decide what to do, and then I see this Lux way out of line and I'm like, nah, you're not running. Of course, Mord is there in the mid lane, rotated like a Chad he is, and we get her. It's at this point that I start catching up to the enemy team. Because again, I'm playing smart. I'm not initiating the fight unless I know 100% I can win it. Here we're just kind of like, what should we do? That almost hit me. That would have been funny. We decide not to chase it because, well, you know, we can just get collapsed upon by the enemy team, which definitely would not be fun. And again, game just shifts to a calm state. Everybody's just farming. Nobody's really pushing in, pushing out, nothing like that. So I just go back to my jungle and, well, slay some monsters. Mordekaiser is asking for assistance on the Herald, so I'm like, you know what? Again, nothing fun is happening, nothing to eat on the map. I'ma come help you guys. Why not? And this is another major part of why we pretty much dominated the game the entire way through, is communication. This team was super chill, composed, communicated the entire time, through pings mostly, didn't chat much. The enemy team was also extremely just pleasant to play against. Not really because we were winning, just even though at the end when we started stomping, they were super nice about it. They were like, oh my god, Mordekaiser, you're so good, like, damn. Not as sarcastically, of course, as I made it out to be, just like, they were like, wow, you know, you're a good player. GG's, well played. You outplayed us. Which was a nice breath of fresh air. I'll tell you that. For the last week, as I said, I've been playing this game for a week, and like, I did a stupid there. But as I was saying, a nice breath of fresh air for this game. Going from max toxicity to just super friendly, competitive, and yeah. But there, I made a stupid decision. Walked right into Veigar's CC. Almost paid the price for it. But then I just dropped the Herald into mid because I'm like, our RE is level 12 already. She won't really lose that much XP if I push her lane a bit forward. Here I just munch on the fruits and I go back. I'm pretty sure this is where I build yep, Divine Sunderer. So our build for this game was Tiamat into Divine Sunderer into Titanic Hydra. Then since they, yeah, there, as you can see, I switched out plated steel caps for the anti-CC boots, and after that I went to Titanic Hydra and Spirit Visage, since again pretty AP heavy. Then had Yasuo, who was like going crits and What was that Cho'Gath building? I'm not even sure. Health, because of his execute. There's really no way to defend against that, so, you know. Here I see him. He just... Yeah, he's not beating me there. I'm level 10, he's level 8. I'm also ahead of in items, in CS, and everything. He had no chance there. I see the Yasuo and I'm like, oh, well, this could go one of two ways. You 1v1 me and I probably win, even though I'm a level behind. My sustain is getting pretty crazy. I could have probably taken him. But yeah, I got a blood scent of this Kaisa who was just super far forward and I'm like, nope, come here. Her Lux couldn't save her, luckily. There, that was a pretty freaking close call. And even though I am, well, I'm the same level as Lux and a level ahead of Cho'Gath, I'm like, I'm not risking it. I'm not risking giving them the bounty. 300 gold isn't much, but still. I'm not giving them the shutdown because I'm like 4-1-3. And again, I went for the Raptors there specifically because I don't want to be the one engaging, because, well, that's the reason. I still don't have my Spirit Visage, and even though my E does make me pretty tanky, well, things like that can happen. I waited for Mordekaiser to initiate, and then I went in while they were focusing him and, you know, acted as a cleanup. That Lux was pretty annoying. But still, we played around it pretty well. Our Yuumi was getting targeted there for a second. Poor little one. Mordekaiser is going after them. But then, as he should, he decided to go back. He goes... Oh, here a pretty funny situation happens. I am trying to force Baron, which I'ma tell you now was not a good idea, and you'll see why in about a second. Something pretty funny happens. Mordekaiser is trying to keep us off it, and he's super low health, and, well, Yasuo isn't. But I know he can take Yasuo since level advantage, but Veigar is coming and I'm like, no. Leave my boy alone. Because I'm pretty sure if that Veigar full comboed Mord probably would have died. Because he doesn't have any MR, I'm pretty sure at this point. That's another thing about, here's the funny situation. Look at poor Yuumi. Yuumi, no! Yuumi, no! And at that point I was just like, oh, so that's why he said not to go for it. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Basically, playing around your carry. As you can see, I specifically leaped here to be in front of Mord, so that if anything comes his way, I die instead of him. You know, lesser evil. Because he is pretty much our carry for this game. Look at the man, he's 13-0-6. And I'm 5-1-3. So... you can see how me and Mord end up being top dogs in this game. Let me tell you, Me and Mort get a lot more kills by the end of this. Just watch. Here we decide to go for Chemtech Drake. Since, well, we can. We're pretty confident into winning this team fight. The poor Cho'Gath was like, oh, I'll get the objective, and we were like, I IR'd on him, specifically to try and heal up, and Veigar was like, nope. And just finished me off, which is not a big deal. He was, like, Veigar is the best one on their team. So I didn't give it to anybody meaningful, so to say. And here more, look at him. Look at the Shad. Bonk. Bonk. Triple kill. Remember, this was the same Mord who was getting DC'd in the beginning. And my mans came back with a vengeance. Part of it being because his enemy, the Yasuo, kept pushing up so far that it made him super easy to gank. And, well, the second part is this Mordekaiser is just a legend. Here I'm waiting for gold for Titanic. I'm pretty sure I was missing like 20 gold, and I'm like, let me just stay here till I get it. Yep, there it is. So now we have Titanic and Divine and the anti-CC boots. Show what's happening on the map at this point. Cho'Gath is in the jungle. Mordekaiser is right next to him. He doesn't decide to go for him, probably because he was... Well, no, Mordekaiser could have taken him there. No problem. But I'm pretty sure we had no vision at that specific point of the map, so... He just decided to not go for it. So, now you might be saying, well... You guys are pretty far ahead, why are you not ending it? That's because their Veigar and Lux are a major threat, and we kind of don't have the means to deal with them. They can just kind of sit back and pick us off one by one. And that's why I'm pretty sure both me and Mordekaiser actually build Spirit Visage as our next item. Because it increases his heal, it increases my healing, plus DMR. It's just an all-around great item. I see the Kaisa. Pop the W for the extra movement speed. And attack speed. She wasn't below half health at this point, so I'm just kind of pacing. That was the cue. I was about to say IR'd for no reason. IR now, and well, yum yum. Here we're kind of debating what to do, but then the Veigar comes in, and we're like, oh god. But then the Ahri teleports in, and Mordekaiser gets him from behind.
Legendary.
There we go. So we regrouped. Didn't take unnecessary fights, which we had a pretty good chance of losing, I'd say. Because again, we still don't have enough magic resist to combat the Veigar. And the Veigar probably would have killed like one of us and then CC'd the rest into his little circle and ran off. So even if we wanted to, we couldn't actually kill him. Especially because nobody else has any tenacity from what I'm seeing from the items. Let alone magic resist. Oh, look at this. Mord is in the bush. Yeah. And if you've been keeping track of the health bars, Cho'Gath was actually winning that. Me jumping in and CCing him with my, I believe it was my fear that I popped. I don't know. Something that I did help that fight. Because Mordekaiser was losing that. Again, play around your win cons. At this point, Mordekaiser is our carry and our win con. Bro is 18 and 0. Oh, and that what I did there, I jumped through his little CC circle, because while you're leaping as Warwick, you are unstoppable. You cannot be CC'd. Same for his Q, I believe, but don't hold me on that. But yeah, me and Jinx are just here like, do we take this? No, we don't take this. She's recalling right on the ward. That Kai'Sa could have stopped that. I'm pretty sure she was typing to our Mordekaiser, being like, damn, bro. So yeah, I'm recalling in order to start getting some of my magic resist. I get the cloak, or the Spectre's Cowl, as it's called, just to take hits from their mages a little bit better. Just so I don't get absolutely deleted from existence once they press their abilities on me. So again, I see we're not in any substantial conflict right now on the map, and I'm like, let me get the blue real quick. But then I start smelling blood, and I'm like, okay, pan the camera to mid, see what's happening. Unfortunately, by the time I get there, my team is already done with them. Well, Mord is. So, yeah. We go and take the Drake, I believe. Their Cho'Gath is on it currently, if I remember. No, that was some other objective. And I'm pretty sure one of them just tries jumping in. Yeah, the poor Cho'Gath decided to try and contest the Drake. My arm missed there by like a freaking pixel. So we get him down, and Jinx just sniped the man. So again, the main thing, as you can see, well, this goes for the entire team, but me, this game, I am playing extremely safe. Not initiating anything that I don't know I can win 100%. Letting my carry initiate, which in this case is Mordekaiser, and then following up. It doesn't have to be your carry that initiates, just one of your teammates or your team in general initiates. You recognize the enemy carry or the enemy potential carry, and you pick him off. And then you just back off. Unless you're super far ahead, in which case, go to town. Because the enemies, unless they can burst you down, will not be able to kill you with all the sustain you have. Oh, also, in terms of the build, usually you would build Tiamat into Divine Sunder into Titanic, and then into the Blade of the Ruined King, but this team just had so much like AP that I'm like, I'm going Spirit Visage, or I'm just gonna get one-shotted in the late game. Which turned out to be a very good idea, actually. Here, again, we started getting poked. We're like, we're not gonna win this, we're just gonna die for no reason, and our Mordekaiser actually died for the first time this game, so we're not going in without our carry, and we're just backing off and kind of farming till he respawns so we can go for an actual team fight, because we're not 4v5ing this, like, ain't no way. Notice that the Mordekaiser, who again DC'd, is 21 and 9 currently. And he gets even crazier near the end. And I'm currently 7-2 and 6, which is not too bad. Again, playing it safe, farming on the downtimes, and constantly checking the map, looking for potential picks, potential ganks, potential enemies overextending, pushing too far forward. Like here. You don't see it on the replay, but my camera is constantly panned forward.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Just trying to, like, find a weak spot in their team that I can easily pick off with, like, my R or just my Q, W, Q, E combo. Well, actually, W, E, into Q leap, into E fear, and then auto Q till they die. Since again, you have great sustain as long as you're low health, like 50 or 25%. Here Ari was about to die and I'm like, no. Since your R is a root, I believe, she couldn't kill the Ari. Unfortunately, Ari does get sniped by Lux like a few seconds later, but I'ma act like I did something there. Leave me to it. Let's see, what are my team? Yeah, as you can see, Mordekaiser started building into Spirit Visage too. I'm about to complete my Spirit Visage, I'm pretty sure right now. Yep, there it is. And at this point I'm like, you know what, now I can start building Blade of the Ruined King, just for the extra sustain, which is overkill, but then again, late game in League is super crazy, so you can never have too much sustain. What's happening on the map? My Mordekaiser, actually my team, is on their blue side. They're fighting. I'm trying to catch up there, since I recalled from my Spirit Visage, and we just hide in the bushes. And again, my camera is panned to the enemy team because we have vision of them, and I'm just checking, because as you can see I have my Blood Hunt on, and I'm just trying to find that weak spot in the team, which in this case is Kai'Sa. But I never had a very good angle on her, and that's gonna end up paying off because our Mordekaiser goes forward without us, and I'm like, oh nope, Mordekaiser too forward. Let's go help our mains. Yum. Again, make sure your carry is well protected, and yeah, in case you're that carry, don't play recklessly, or you'll just slowly but surely lose that lead that you had in the beginning. I'm pretty sure a funny thing happens here too. I'm pretty sure Jinx dies here from the Baron. Yep, there she goes. Anyway, I'm like, no. Let's not do that. We'll just die for no reason. Back up. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take the Scuttle Crab before I go. Again, Mordekaiser doing Mordekaiser things.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I'm actually surprised Mord didn't build into a Rift Maker. That's like his standard build. There, he completed his Spirit Visage, and at this point, I was like, yeah, we got this in the bag now. I'm not sure why Ari is hanging around us at like 40% HP, when she could have comfortably recalled in that downtime we just had. Here I'm just going around breaking plans, deciding with my team what to do. Cho'Gath is here just trying to do something, get an objective for his team, and I pop my W, catch up to him. He pretty much realizes there's no running, tries to fight, kills the Ari, and yeah, goes down with a fight, if anything. We go back to taking the Drake. They try to fight us, and well, me and Mord basically say, you're not getting that, back off. Mordekaiser keeps chasing them down, while the Veigar is clearly trying to steal that from us. I pop my W to try and chase, but then this Lux is severely mispositioned. I get CC'd out of it, dodge the ult, so I'm just sticking with the team, looking for opportunities, not rushing in recklessly. Even though we are ahead, well, not Veigar, but we're pretty much ahead of their entire team. We're just playing safe and looking for opportunities. And at this point I just get sick of the Veigar. He sees me, tries to kill me, I R, get back to pretty much full health, and then I get into the window for my full passive to get in, and then I just go to town. You can see they're trying. It's not like they're not trying. It's just that my passive is, yeah, doing what it's doing best. I have my Blood Hunt activated. This guy says trying to run. I panned over. She's like one hit, and I'm like, you ain't running away. Come here. Again, map awareness and looking for opportunities. If we had rushed in recklessly earlier, we would have probably just gotten mass CC'd by the Lux and beamed to death. If that didn't kill us, Veigar probably would have. So now that the entire enemy team is dead, besides Yasuo, we take the Drake. He tries stealing it from us, but I see him. I had my finger over my smite, didn't let him. So yeah, look at the numbers. Mordekaiser is 27-1. I am 11-2. And at this point in the game, the enemy team just started GGing us, which was again super nice of them. Great competitive people. Even when they're losing, they're not being sore losers. They just congratulate you and are like, wow. At this point I was just congratulating Mordekaiser. I'm like, dude, you weren't here for the early game and now you're the most fed thing on this map. Like, well done.
Legendary.
As you can see, he's just picking them off. They're pushed up in their fountain, which is not super optimal for me because the surprise factor is a pretty big part of Warwick's game plan, which is why I'm not exactly rushing in or in a big hurry to get there, because unless a big fight breaks out to where the enemy is distracted, I can't really do much. And look at this. Oh, you're not CCing my Mord. Get away from him. Yeah, Mord was under turret there, like getting Yasuo ulted. At this point, we're still just getting poked. Me and Mordekaiser is level 18. I'm almost level 18. While the enemy team is like 17, 14, 15, 14 and 16. And we have, well, the items aren't that far apart actually. It's just that, again, me and Mordekaiser played it super safe. This poor Kaisa. Oh, she just walked into death there. I feel so bad. Who am I kidding? I'm not. But yeah, we played it safe. This Veigar is gonna get run down. Now that I have MR, he can't kill me even if he wanted to. Yeah. Too much sustain and a little bit of magic resist goes a long way. Again, for the third time, played it safe, played to our strengths, didn't rush in recklessly, played as a team, and that's how we won this game. Mordekaiser went 30-1, I went 13-2, And yeah, all in all, hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed playing that game. And if you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and maybe tell me what champion I should try next. Again, I am very new to this game, still learning, and just here to share the knowledge I gather along the way with you guys, and have fun, of course, along the way. So make sure to do all that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.